Namaste everybody and welcome to today's session. So today's meditation is on about experiencing compassion. So if you've been following these meditations for the last 3 weeks or so, you'll see that many of the meditations are about analytical and about experiencing, because for me that is important. So watching the breath is important because it's our anchor. But, if we just spend the whole time just watching the breath, we're not going to understand. We're not going to learn things about ourselves. We're not going to be able to grow and change. So we need to be doing analytical meditation. So today we're going to be doing experiencing compassion. So I think last week or the week before we did experiencing gratitude. This is kind of the same type of thing. What we're doing is I'm going to offer up some questions and for you to think about and really feel. So it's not just about here. It's about feelings, about emotions, about body sensations. It's really, the whole package of compassion. So if you're ready, we can start. So sit nice and comfortably. Put your hands wherever is comfortable for you. And then just very lightly close your eyes. And as always, we'll start by doing the 5, 6, 7 breath. So breathe in slowly and deeply through your nose and hold the breath. And breathe the air out through your mouth. Breathe in and hold. And breathe out. Breathe in and hold. And breathe out. So now just breathe normally. And don't try to force or change the breath. Just allow it to find its own natural rhythm. And for the next minute or so, I want you to just focus your awareness on your breathing. So just become aware, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, I'm breathing in. So don't change the breath, just slowly, slowly, and just become aware of the breath going in and out. Just leave your focus on that for a while. And if your mind wanders off, it's okay. It's all part of the meditation. Just gently bring it back to being aware of breathing in and breathing out. So continue to watch your breath. My definition of compassion is the wish to free others from suffering. So think about those words for a moment. Compassion is the wish to free others from suffering. Is this how you would describe compassion? What is your definition of compassion? So now I want you to look at compassion from your own experience. So what does it feel like to have compassion towards others? What does it feel like when others show compassion towards you? When we lose our compassion, we stop caring about other people and our heart closes down. So now, think about what it feels like when you lose your compassion for others. What does it feel like when others lose compassion for you? Now think of a time when you were going through difficulty in your life and no one cared. No one showed you any compassion. What did that feel like? Now think of a time when you were shown compassion. What emotions do you feel? What body sensations do you feel? What benefit did you gain from receiving compassion? Now think of a time when you showed compassion towards someone. What emotions do you feel? What body sensations do you feel? What benefit did you gain from giving compassion to somebody? So now, just sit for a moment with that feeling of compassion in your heart. So now bring your awareness back to your breathing again and just focus your awareness on the breath entering and leaving your body. So now just very slowly start to open your eyes, but look down on the floor in front of you and just sit there a moment looking down at the floor, just so you can gently bring yourself back into the room. And when you're ready, you can slowly move your head up. So that's a slightly different meditation on compassion. Usually we're sending out compassion and we're wishing that people are not suffering and happy. But in this meditation, it's more about experiential. It's more about feeling. How does it feel to receive compassion? How does it feel to give compassion? The idea about trying to understand how it feels, because if we know how it feels to receive, then we know what the other person is feeling. And again, if we know what it feels like when people give us compassion, then they must be feeling the same when we give them compassion. So it takes compassion away from just a thinking process and turns it into a feeling process. And I've mentioned this before. When we're thinking, we're in the left-hand side of the brain. When we're not thinking, we're just experiencing. It's taken us into the right-hand side of the brain. So in the left-hand side of the brain, it's all about language and putting things into little boxes. In the right-hand side of the brain, it's just about oneness. It's about silence. It's about clarity. It's about purity. So it's a much nicer space for us to go into. So it's taking thinking away from the compassion meditation and putting it in the realms of feeling. So I hope you enjoyed this. The practice that we did yesterday and the practice today, they both come from my latest book, Open Awareness, Open Mind. And in that book, I wrote 3 different meditations. So the one I did yesterday, the one today, and the other one is about death awareness. And actually, I think this is probably not the best time to be looking at death awareness. So we won't be doing that one just yet. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you can join me again at the same time tomorrow. So thank you very much and namaste.